Libra, welcome back to the channel. Monica LUVE here at the Love Messages. So today we're going to be doing your reading from mid-October to mid-November. Now this is going to be a general reading, so it may resonate, it may not. If it does resonate with you, there will be a link in the description box for the extended. So Libra, in this reading, I'm going to be taking a look at past, present, and future for you. I'm going to clarify the cards and pull some advice. Okay, so your challenge, Libra, from now until mid-November is the moon. And what you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, you have the Five of Cups upright. So Libra, for you, your biggest challenge here between now and mid-November is the moon. So I feel with the moon, there's a very strong energy here of uncertainty, okay? The moon is all about our subconscious mind, what's happening, you know, when we're sleeping, when we're not conscious, what's happening in our subconscious body, mind, spirit, all of that. There could be something that's hidden from you that you find challenging that you want to find out. And we're going to clarify the moon. We're going to see why it's here, what you need to know. Now, in the recent past, you have the Eight of Cups, you have the Lovers, and you have the Temperance. So in the recent past, I do strongly feel that you disconnected from someone here, a relationship. You disconnected from this person. It took you time to disconnect from this person. Could have been a Gemini. I'm getting a Scorpio or a Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Rising. We're going to get more information on that for you in a moment. Now, in the present moment, you have the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Nine of Wands, and you have the Ace of Cups. So in the present moment, the Ace of Cups is presenting itself. The Ace of Cups is all about new love. Okay, so there could be new love that's coming in during these eclipses for you. If you're a rising Libra, you just had a solar eclipse, okay, on your rising sign or sun, moon, or rising. This means that there has been a lot of happiness, a lot of, you know, talks about a new beginning. I do feel like you're giving yourself a second chance, or you're giving love a second chance in the present moment. It could be with an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I'm getting a Sagittarius or a Pisces. And we're going to clarify this. We're going to get more information on this for you in a moment. Now, in the near future, you have the Ace of Wands, you have the Five of Wands, and you have the Two of Cups. There's definitely a relationship here in the near future. You're connecting with someone, they see you, you see them. There's a new beginning that's happening for you, okay? And this new beginning that's happening for you, there's some sort of conflict or opposing conflicting energy between you and this person about some sort of new beginning. And we're going to talk about that. We're going to see why that's showing up for you. What you don't see coming at the bottom of the deck, Libra, you have the Five of Cups, you have the Knight of Wands, you have the Six of Cups, and you have the Hangman, okay, with the Eight of Wands. So, and the Sun, which is really positive. So somebody is going to be communicating with you, okay, and they're going to be communicating about why something here is stagnated or why it hasn't moved forward. Some of you have been dealing with a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, maybe a Pisces, a Cancer. They've been on and off with you for quite some time, and I feel like eventually you're going to be addressing this, okay? There's something here that you end up addressing, which leads to possibly wanting to have a new beginning or wanting to solidify a relationship, okay? So let's get into your reading and let's see what's going on for you. Okay, let's clarify the moon. Okay, so the moon is clarified by the Nine of Cups. You have the Three of Wands and you have the Death. So your biggest challenge here, Libra, has a lot to do with the fact that a lot of you are uncertain of what is going to happen for you moving forward. The Death card is here with the moon, which means ever since some sort of ending or ever since some sort of transition or change came into your life, there's been a lot of uncertainty about the direction of your life, the future, what milestone you're moving towards. And I think one of your biggest challenges here has a lot to do with maintaining happiness and satisfaction within yourself. yourself. That means, you know, working on finding things that are going to make you happy, investing your time and energy into things that are going to help with your mental health and your satisfaction. The more you do this, the more you allow yourself to completely move forward into the direction and the way in which you need to, okay? One of the things that I found really interesting, not that this matters, but I'm going to mention it anyways. There's something here about, I was watching TikTok last night and some guy said that there was a saying that Gen Zs say now, okay? And you all know I'm a millennial. I'm not a Gen Z, but I was born in the 90s, but I'm a millennial, or a millennium, or whatever the saying is. Millennial. There we go. There was something here. This guy said there's a new saying and they say do it for the plot. I don't know. There's something about Gen Z saying that. Anyways, so I looked it up and, you know, it's like you're the main character. Okay, and that's going to be your biggest challenge, recognizing and realizing that you're the main character and that everything that you go through in your life is a lesson. It's a process. It's an experience. So even though you're uncertain about your future, you're uncertain about what's coming into your life, try not to be in that energy. Try not to be in this energy of, you know, being in fear or, you know, being in this place of, I don't know what's going to happen. I'm worried about, you know, what's going to happen in my life. Things come to an end because it's there to create some sort of new beginning. The ending happens to create some sort of new cycle. And this is what this solar eclipse is all about that just recently happened in Libra. It's like, what's going to make you happy? What's going to make you feel good? Can you live in the moment? And the more you do that and the more you're in that energy, Libra, the more it's going to be so much easier for you to recognize and see the direction that your life should be taking, right? If there is a change or an ending that recently took place in your life, don't worry about it because the universe is going to steer you in the right direction. But it's about you letting go and allowing something here to happen instead of you constantly being in control. Okay. And I think the only thing that you truly have control over, at least what I'm seeing in the cards, is your satisfaction and your happiness. The more you focus on this, the more it's easier to see the direction in which your life should be going, okay? And that is your biggest challenge. Now, let's talk about the recent past. Let's clarify the Lovers. Okay, so the Lovers is clarified by the 7 of Swords. You have the 10 of Cups and you have the Chariot. So even though there was a strong connection between you and a specific person that you were dealing with here in the past, I feel for many of you there was trust issues here. Maybe this person lied or they took something from you or they cheated. You still ended up moving forward with this person. I do feel some of you were married to this person here in the past. Tell me more about the 8 of Cups in the recent past for Libra. So the 8 of Cups is clarified by the Moon, the Emperor, and the 2 of Wands. So in the recent past, there was some sort of separation and there was a lot of uncertainty concerning a relationship about whether or not it was going to bring forth some sort of stability in your life. There was some sort of time that passed, like a lot of time passed here in the recent past. And there's something here you were ignoring. It's like, even though this person was deceptive or dishonest with you, it looks like you still move forward with them, but you emotionally disconnected from this person. So they, you know, you could have still been with this person in a relationship, but you weren't emotionally really there. So yeah, you did have a new beginning with this person and you told them, hey, we are going to have a new beginning. But I think deep down inside, you and I both know that you weren't happy with this situation. And over time, you started to emotionally disengage over and over and over time. Okay. Now, in the present moment, some of you are attracting new love or a new offer of love is coming in for you. And you may be saying to yourself, maybe I will give love a second chance. Maybe I will give this person a second chance, or I'll just give love a second chance here. So it looks like you're attracting an earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. I'm getting a Pisces or a Sagittarius. Tell me more about the Queen of Pentacles in the present moment for Libra. Okay, so the Queen of Pentacles is clarified by the Ten of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Cups and you have the Lovers. So in the present moment, there is an offer being made to you by a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Earth sign, Capricorn, Virgo, Taurus. There's a lot of attraction here in the present moment. There's a very strong potential here for a long-term commitment. So if you're asking that, you know, this person's coming in very quickly. There is a lot of potential here. By the way, this person's coming in, Libra, during maybe a time where you feel alone or you feel isolated, you feel like things aren't working out in your life. This person's coming in for a reason, okay? They're coming in because there is a potential here for a long-term commitment. Some of you have attracted your soulmate, okay, in the present moment. And again, you're questioning if this is the one. The Ace of Cups is clarified by the Two of Pentacles. You have the Knight of Wands and the High Priestess. Your intuition's telling you this is the one, okay? You're giving love a second chance, or you have a choice here to give love a second chance. You are evaluating, you know, whether or not you're going to take this person up on their offer. You've been thinking about it for quite some time. By the way, some of you have manifested this, like you've manifested love, real love to come into your life. If you haven't manifested this, it is going to come in, but you need to get clear on what you want. If you're trying to manifest and your brain is all over the place and you don't know what you want and you're uncertain, you're always questioning, this is why something here may not be happening or why it's taking a long time to happen. I'm seeing 2:33 on the clock. You're going to want to check out what 2:33 means for you. There could be an important message in the present moment about that. Tell me more about the Nine of Wands. Why is it here? What does Libra need to know in the present moment? So the Nine of Wands is clarified by the Hermit, the Ace of Pentacles, and the Five of Swords. What you've been questioning in the present moment has a lot to do with a new opportunity that is coming in for you. I'm just going to say this right now. If this is about a job, okay, there's a lot of competition. If this is about a job offer or about, you know, a financial situation, there's a lot of competition. So you need to make sure you're at the top of your game. Okay. If you don't know that, you know that now. If this is about a new beginning with someone or someone offering you love, or vice versa, this person's been in their head thinking about it, or you've been in your head thinking about it, because there's a fear here in the present moment of a third party or somebody interfering. And I'm going to tell you something right now. If love is real and love is true and you and this person want to be together, nothing is going to stop this. Nothing. Okay. It's about you two coming together. So this is what I feel is happening for you, Libra, in the present moment. Okay, so let's talk about the near future. Now, in the near future, you have the Justice and the Wheel of Fortune. Yes. So with the Two of Cups, wow. So there's definitely a relationship that's coming in into your life. You're coming to some sort of realization about this. By the way, you manifested this. You manifested this relationship to come into your life. But one of the things that you need to be consciously aware of, and I'm going to tell you right now, is the Five of Wands, because there's a conflict here. And of course, you have the lunar eclipse is happening on the 28th in your 8th house. So if you're a rising Libra, check your rising signs. If you haven't checked your rising sign, please go and check that, because included in the tarot reading is an astrology forecast, okay? A brief astrology forecast. So for many of you, there's a conflict here in the near future, and this is connected maybe to the lunar eclipse, because the lunar eclipse is showing you what you need to disconnect from and disengage from in order to feel confident within yourself. This has a lot to do with you hanging on to certain relationships or certain collaborative projects or energies with certain people that they don't see your vision, or they don't see, you know, the direction that you're taking. So just keep that in mind. That's why there's a conflict or some trigger of a conflict here in the near future. You have the Knight of Wands, the Star, and you have the World. So in the near future, what comes to an end, if you've been dealing with someone who's been on and off with you for quite some time, someone who's been treating you as an option, fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Aquarius. The reason why conflict comes in is because you want to have a new beginning and you want something serious. And if this person can't give you what you want, like a serious relationship or, you know, something that is worth your time and energy, a lot of you may end up ending things with this person, okay? And again, some of you are dealing with somebody here who they keep you waiting, or they question this, or, you know, they only come around when they need something from you. This is something that you need to be consciously aware of, because you and I both know you deserve better and more, okay? So let's clarify the Two of Cups. Why is the Two of Cups here? What does Libra need to know in the near future? Okay, you have the 10 of Wands, you have the Temperance, and you have the 9 of Swords. A relationship that you're involved in the near future gives you some sort of anxiety, fear, and difficulty here in the near future. And again, I'm just going to say this to you. The reading is only for those of you who need it. So if you're in a relationship, everything's great and everything's amazing, this is not your reading. But for those of you who've been, again, I keep getting this energy, and I keep getting something here about cookies, like shortbread cookies, or, you know, those cookies in a tin. I don't know if you all remember that, but you know, when I was growing up, there was cookies in a tin. So there's something here about cookies in a tin, like coffee cookies or biscuits here in the near future. And I feel there's something here about like something's taking such a long time, you know, maybe having a relationship with this person or this person getting it together is taking time. And this is what's causing an issue here in the near future. So if you've been running away from something and ignoring something and hoping it's just going to change on its own, eventually something here comes to light, which creates some sort of conflict, because whatever issues were coming up in the past were never really addressed. They were kind of just ignored. It was like, oh, whatever, it's fine. Like, it's just going to work itself out. But in the near future, a lot of you realize that something within a relationship becomes difficult because it was never really addressed to begin with. So, you know, again, things could come to an end here, especially if somebody is not doing their part. I'm getting a fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. So the Ace of Wands is clarified by the 9 of Pentacles, the 7 of Wands, and the 4 of Cups. I see you. I said this to Scorpio. So some of you could be like a rising Scorpio, a moon Scorpio, or a sun Scorpio that's watching this, or you could be dealing with a Scorpio. In the near future, I see you choosing, or this could be your person, somebody here is choosing to be on their own. It's like they're rejecting love. They're creating boundaries around love, and they're focused on themselves because they're so disappointed over a third party, or they're disappointed about being treated like a third party, or they're disappointed about something that happened in the past that was never really resolved. And again, this is going to be brought to light. And it's a good thing that this situation comes to light, because it's needed to come to light for like a long time. And either you've been ignoring it or this person's been ignoring it, but the more you ignore the situation, the worse it gets. Okay, so this is something that Spirit is asking you to be aware of. So let's get some advice. What's the advice for Libra? So the advice for you, Libra, is the 9 of Pentacles. You have the Fool and you have the World. So your biggest piece of advice is to recognize when something is done and when a new cycle is starting. I did mention this in your previous reading, and it's showing up again. So your biggest piece of advice is to focus on yourself, work on yourself. You just had a solar eclipse happen in your sign, your sun, moon, or rising, which means this is all about you right now, okay? Even though you may be attracting love, or you may be wanting to attract love, the more you improve yourself, the more you tie up loose ends, the more you're able to attract this new beginning. For many of you, you know something here is coming to an end because of your self-respect, okay? So you may be saying to yourself, you know, what's most important to me is my self-respect, my standards, what I want, what I believe I deserve, okay? That's what this advice is about. It's about you not being afraid to work on yourself and focus on yourself, to improve yourself, because the more you improve yourself, the better type of energy you attract to yourself. Some of you have been asking this important question of, why does this person keep treating me as an option? Why does this person cheat on me? Why does this person continue to be in and out of my life? But you're allowing that. Put your foot down and set standards and recognize when something is done. When you recognize something is done, that's when the universe says, oh, Libra has cleared that mess up. Now I can finally bring in what Libra truly deserves. And that means starting with yourself, because truly, really and truly, the only person that you can rely on, that you can truly trust to do the best and that you can monitor, is yourself. That's what you have control over of. And when you recognize that and realize what your worth is and what you truly deserve, that's when it's going to come in for you. But it's going to start with you recognizing what needs to come to an end in order to have a new beginning that is worth your energy and worth your time. Okay. So Libra, this is what I have for you. I hope this reading helped. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.